how's it going, viewers? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, saving as a homeowner. Now, just a little bit about myself. I'm 26 years old. I got my house at 23, and everything I've got once in life, I literally saved, invested to get to where I am today. Just a disclaimer, I'm not actually a professional financial advisor. Just to say, share my tips to hopefully inspire yourselves to live more for less. So let's get into the video. So for the first one, you want to set a goal in mind. If you've got a piece of paper, jot them down, the reason why you want to save. It could be saving for a holiday, saving for the newest TV, saving for a hobby, anything. That's your first bit. So for the second bit, you want to work out your monthly outgoings, finding out from, say, your electric bills, your council tax, insurances, or anything that comes out on that first month or from after you get your wages. Put that all into one section, leave it to one side. So once you got that, you got a rough goal of what you got left from the outgoings. Now once you've done that, this leads me on to the third bit. It's about cutting down your costs. That could be, so say for me, I've cut out my TV license because I don't watch TV. Let's say I'm not paying 180 quid just for a TV license. So what I tend to do, I spend most from YouTube, and I say I've got Disney Plus and Netflix. Thank you, family. If you know someone, you can actually use their account. So you literally cutting down your costs from that. The same with cutting down your costs. Maybe if you set yourself a weekly budget, say 15, 10 quid, 20 quid, depending what your outgoings is for shopping and how much you buy. Because what I tend to do is I like to try to get value for money. If I know something's going to last me for 5 days, I tend to get that for value for money. So I tend to buy that more once a week. It's like milk, once a week, something like that. With cutting down costs as well. Once you're shopping, if there's only certain items that you need for that first week, buy it for that week. And then once you go, so you're only shopping once a week. I mean, if you've got a bigger family, then you have to change your circumstances. You've got to work around what your circumstances are at the present moment. Now for the fourth bit is searching for the best deals. So that could be from shopping, that could be insurances, or searching for the best mobile phone deal. And when I go shopping, I tend to look around, say, reduce sections, because anything that's, say, is reduced straight into the freezer, it can be freezed. Along the lines of that, if that makes sense. Insurance as well, trying to find the best deal for your cars or your houses to get your money value worth, and that's the way I kind of look at it. Now for the fifth bit, I tend to try to cook more for less. So I've got a slow cooker, and what I tend to do is I make a big batch of bolognese. I can get about 10 to 12 meals out of that, as well as do chicken curries, anything to kind of get as much as I can into a slow cooker to get more value. So I tend to shop, say 10 quid of a load of items, bang it in the slow cooker, and then all that will probably worth just under £1 or £1 a pot a dinner. So that's value. I like to think, I say cooking more for less, that's kind of like healthy eating as well. If you buy all the ingredients, they're going to cost you a lot less than you would buy, say, in a jar. You add herbs, spices in it, spicing it up a bit, and it tastes really good. That's what I tend to do. It makes me enjoy cooking more for that reason as well. So it's just an idea. So for the sixth bit, you want to split up your cash. Now I'm currently with Nationwide, and I can actually have as many savings accounts as I want. And what I've done, I've got my bills account, I've got my shopping account, got my insurance vehicle maintenance account, holiday account, savings account, and emergency funds account. And what I tend to do each month, after I've worked out all my bills, I'll take whatever's left and I'll split it up, say 50 quid here, 50, or if I've got any more, I'll put 100 here, etc, and so on. And I always recommend with your emergency funds account, it's there for emergencies, as it says, because I know it's so tempting to dip into it, but it's always there for emergency. Because I always recommend, if you've got, say, like £3 in there, in case you say you lose your job, you've got 3 months worth of wages to pay you 3 months to get you find yourself another job, if that makes sense in some ways. So for the seventh bit, the last bit, investing in stocks, shares, crypto, all that sort of thing. So I've been doing it for about a couple of years now. With stocks and shares and crypto, there is a risk to it, and though they say don't invest anything that you're willing to lose. Now I might leave it to another video of what stocks and shares I'm actually invested in, So I've had some good returns, I've had some bad returns, but it's more of a long term thing. So not really short term. So if you want money quick, you've got to do something else. But I always highly recommend do the research first. I can't express that enough, because if you don't do research, you might lose more than it is. So hopefully those points has inspired you, hopefully helped yourselves to do more for less. Leave a comment in bottom if there's anything I should be working and improving on, because as I say, I'm still trying to learn how to get used to all this, all that sort of thing. So like, subscribe, leave a comment, stay tuned for the next one. Thank you for watching.